So I just clicked go live, so we should just give it a couple seconds and then we'll be good to go.
Tell me when.
All right, looks like we are good to go.
Okay. Good morning. I would like to call the Freetown Board of Selectmen's meeting to order. It is 4:15. We're a little late due to technical difficulties, and at this time, I'll turn it over to Tim McIntosh.
All right, pursuant to Governor Baker's March 12th, 2020 order suspending certain provisions on the open meeting law, General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 19, and the Governor's March 15th, 2020 order imposing strict limitations on the number of people that may gather in one place, this meeting of the Freetown Board of Selectmen is being conducted via remote participation. No in-person attendance of members of the public will be permitted, but every effort is being made to ensure that the public can adequately access the proceedings as provided for in the order. A reminder that persons who would like to view this meeting while in progress may do so by accessing the live stream of this meeting on the town's YouTube channel, accessible by visiting freetownma.gov/freecam. In the event the live stream is unsuccessful, I am recording this meeting and the recording will be posted to the town's YouTube channel as soon as I am able to following the conclusion of this meeting. Good to go.
All right. Thank you. I'll turn it over to David. David, do you have any updates?
I'll turn it over to Derek for an update. No, the update will be from Derek.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone. Just a brief overview of some numbers. When we had this meeting last week, Freetown was at 6 positives. As of this morning, we're at 22. So we're definitely in the surge. The state right now, we're at 28,163 throughout the state. We reported 113 new deaths yesterday, so we're at a total of 957 on that. Some other numbers I was looking at while I was researching this, Massachusetts, we're actually sitting 3rd in the country right now with total positive cases. Only New York and New Jersey have more than we do. What was interesting, though, is Michigan is right behind us, and they have almost twice as many deaths. So Michigan has almost 1,800 deaths, but we actually have more positive cases. And the number I found really interesting, Bristol County, just Bristol County, we're at 1,435. That's actually more than 12 states have. That's almost as much as I believe it was Maine and Vermont combined. So we're definitely in the surge. The numbers are definitely going up. We were able to get some contact tracing help for Lori. So that's already underway right now. We have a call. I have a call tomorrow with other local boards of health in the area. We're going to talk about, any resource sharing opportunities that might be available. If needed, any sheltering opportunities that would come available. So that's kind of where we're at right now. We're thick in the surge. So it's safe to assume that these numbers are going to go up. How long, I don't know. I'm hoping, we get to the end of the surge in maybe a week or so, but we really don't know. But we're clearly in the surge. The numbers have been going up, well over 1,000 new cases a day for about a week now. So that's really it as far as updating on my end.
The only other thing that I would add is that we did get I did get a call from the police chief regarding the signs that we put up. We did put up a sign at Profile Rock as well as several other locations, basically parks and recreation, saying that, use of the park was prohibited by order of the Board of Selectmen. Although we did that for Profile Rock, I think that we should also, at this point, should it be a Board of Health thing or should it be a Board of Selectmen, Derek?
It could be either
Any
one.
feeling?
It could be either.
Because we had a person challenge a police officer saying that that we can't do this, and there was a whole bunch of other comments that were made that really weren't appropriate, but they were made anyway. And I guess that there was a post on Facebook about it. So at this point, the board should probably vote to address the remaining parks and recreation areas.
Tim, when you posted this meeting, did it say vote and or take any necessary action?
That's my usual language. Let me just double check to be sure. I'll read the exact agenda item. Let's see. Yep, I have possible topics for potential discussion and action. Updates on upcoming COVID-19 pandemic and how they apply to town operations and services.
Yeah, is that going to allow for a vote, or should we just have the Board of Health chair talk to the Board of Health agent about this?
I think that's up to you guys.
Okay. So we'll take a vote of the board. I'll turn over to the Board of Health chair. What do you think, George? Do you want to take a vote of the board, or do you want to just talk to Derek about this?
No, I think we can take a vote to uphold the state regulations, which basically are closing down all the parks and what have you. So if we want to make
Okay.
a motion to uphold the state regulations, we can do that.
Is that your motion,
Yes, it is.
Charlie?
Fine. Yeah, I mean, splitting hairs here, but
The
I'll make that.
signs, sorry, the signs do say Board of Selectmen, not Board of Health, so we'd have to encompass a change that if it was
No, it's
Board of Health,
the Board of Selectmen made the recommendation. So I just want everybody to know that may be watching. This is per governor, and we're just following his recommendation at this time. And I know everybody's frustrated by staying in the house, but that's the times right now, and we need to do what we need to do. And it is what it is. I'm sorry, but Charlie?
if there's, like I said, splitting hairs, if we want to, we can leave it as Board of Selectmen, because Board of Selectmen have authority over all town property, as we know. And so who's ever complaining is not on firm ground. That's my opinion.
Yep, so we'll make that. George made it through the Board of Selectmen, so we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, perfect. Anything else, Derek?
No, that was really it. Me and Lori are trying our best to stay on top of the situation, keep you guys as updated as we can. It hasn't been a lot of fun or very easy, but we're getting our way through it, and it will get better. If I can get any message out to anyone that's listening right now, it will get better. When? I would love to be able to snap my fingers and say tomorrow, but I don't know. But we will get through this.
All right, anybody have any questions for Derek at this time?
I'm good.
No, I'm
George?
good.
Okay.
No, I'm good. Oh, well,
David?
that's one thing. Who is enforcing this? Has the police department been notified of what we're doing, and are they enforcing parking in these areas?
they can be now. We didn't have any, the police officer didn't take any action. They just instructed the person to not, I guess it was at a basketball court, and the person did leave, but he had some comments about the order and about things in general.
So the answer to the question is the police are taking actions when appropriate?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And now they just have more of a firmer ground to stand on since the board took a formal vote. Okay, Derek, I think you're free to go.
Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you.
Take care, Jeff.
Thanks, Derek.
All right, I need to have a motion to rescind the March 9th, 2020 vote agreement with Right Line for dispatch consoles and peripheral equipment for the new police station.
Motion made.
Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
All right, David, do you want to speak to this, or you're all set?
David's mute.
Yep, yeah, I muted. The situation is this, the vendor is not Rightline, the vendor is Allcom. You probably want to include in the motion that the contract will be with Allcom and not Rightline. So that we have, we're able,
Yeah, we're just rescinding the vote right now, so the all will be
Alright.
on the next agenda item.
okay.
Okay. I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I'm going to pull the members and then I'm going to go back to the other one and pull the members again. So Mr. Sullivan,
Aye. Motion.
Mr. Grunwald,
Aye.
and myself, yes. Now I need a motion for the agreement with Allcom Technologies for dispatch consoles for the new police station. This does not change anything. That doesn't change the price. It's just, it was the wrong company that was in the initial agreement. So do I have a motion and it's,
I'll make that motion.
do I have a second?
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
I'll go backwards this time. Mr. Grunwald,
Aye.
Mr. Sullivan,
Aye.
and myself, yes. Let's go back to that original motion, just to reconfirm closing of the parks and leave that all as is per the Board of Selectmen. Mr. Grunwald made the motion, Mr. Sullivan seconded it. All in favor?
Aye.
And poll the members, Mr. Sullivan,
Aye.
Mr. Grunwald,
Aye.
and myself, aye.
You read my mind.
Thank you. All right, I will enter, is anything else for open session that anybody wants to comment on, old business, new business that you want to put on the next agenda or anything?
I have none.
Okay, George?
No.
Okay, then I'll entertain a motion to go into executive session to discuss strategy with respect to collective bargaining with the Freetown Police Association, because an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the bargaining position of the public body and the chair so declares, and to go into executive session to discuss the strategy with respect to collective bargaining with the Freetown Full-Time Firefighters Association, because an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the bargaining position of and the party and the public, and the chair so declares.
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Mr. Sullivan,
Aye.
Mr. Grunwald,
Aye.
and myself. We are now in executive session, not to return into open.
All right, so I'll just stop the live stream